Hey, Barbie. Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
You can find me under the lights, diamonds in my eyes.
This is the best day ever. It is the best day ever. So is yesterday, and so is tomorrow, and every day from now until forever. You guys ever think about dying?
When my heart breaks,
Some things have been happening that might be related.
when my world shakes.
Cold shower, falling off my roof, and my heels are on the ground. What do I have to do? You have to go to the real world. You can go back to your regular life, or you can know the truth about the universe. The choice is now yours. The first one, the high heel. You have to want to know, okay? Do it again.
Closer I am flying, closer I am flying.
I'm coming with you.
Okay. Wow, this is the real world. What's going on? Why are these men looking at me?
Yeah, they're also staring at me.
Barbie in the real world. That's impossible.
If this got out, this could mean extremely weird things for our world.
This would be catastrophic. We haven't played with Barbie since we were like 5 years old. Oh.
No one rests until this doll is back in a box.
Even if nobody else sings along.
Humans only have one end.
Get that Barbie!
Ideas live forever.
No, I won't let you do just one appendectomy.
But I'm a man.
But not a doctor.
Can I talk to a doctor?
You are talking to a doctor.
And I need a clicky pen?
No.
A sharp thing?
No.
There he is. Doctor!
Somebody get security.
Is Barbie beautiful still in doubt?
Hey, we're talking about the Barbie movie. The Barbie movie from 2023. This movie was more than just a movie.
Hey, Barbie!
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Barbie danced its way to $155 million during its first 3 days in theaters, the highest opening of 2023. Directed by Greta Gerwig, it's the biggest opening ever for a movie helmed by a woman.
It is a cultural phenomenon. I mean, when you have people still to this day talking about a movie that came over the summer, last summer, not this summer, but last summer, and people are still talking to it now, a year now.
They want to do.
None of the choices are easy. Right. Like, did we learn nothing from America Ferrera's monologue in Barbie?
You gotta think, my God, this movie did so much. Did so much for like the feminist movement and female empowerment out of a movie about a freaking toy doll. Like, how does that make any sense? But it works, you know, like this big old basically commercial for a toy line works. You know, like, the thing about this movie is that, did we get the wrong idea from the Barbie movie? I mean, you have Ben Shapiro complain about it, and then you also have Sean Head complain about it, and then everyone else, like, praising the movie like it's freaking Citizen Kane for a woman. Like, women, people are like making, this is like...
The Barbie movie got a bunch of nominations
Right.
for screenplay and best film and best supporting actress and best actor. But best director, Greta Gerwig, who everyone said turned this thing into
A world.
Oh, yeah.
She created the world.
Greta Gerwig did not get nominated. So I was doing some digging, asking some experts, who decides who gets the nomination?
Right.
Did this Fight Club, but for a woman, even though Fight Club kind of like deconstructs the whole masculinity thing, where Barbie just elevates femininity and saying that women can do nothing wrong, that you, because you know you have that whole one scene where America Ferraria's character Gloria just going on a whole Twitter Reddit rant. Which you can come down and basically say everything that she's complaining about there are just problems of women themselves creating themselves. Like, no one's asking you to like be pretty, but not be too pretty, and blah blah blah, because well, you women brought that upon yourselves, okay? And you could have fixed the problem already, but you didn't because you don't. They just like to complain. Well, that's a joke, but there's some truth in it to it too, and then you know, you have this whole thing, and by the end of it, it was basically telling that woman and man needs to be separated and find their own way. You know, Ken and Barbie break up, so that it can just be Barbie and just Ken, which doesn't make sense because Ken only sole purpose was to be with Barbie because, you know, they're dolls, you know. Ken was just created to be a accessory to Barbie, okay? And maybe that's why men resonate so well with the whole Ken just bringing back the patriarchy, because lots of men are lost, young men are lost, and they feel victimized by women. They blame women not because they hate women, but because they have gotten to the point where they are blaming women for their problems, because like they see women excelling, and women and men, we're just stuck down here, and you know, we're not gonna blame ourselves. No, that's because like when you're in a rut, okay, you're not gonna blame yourself, okay? At the end of the day, did you bring it about yourself? Yes, but like society is forcing you to hate the other side because you're stuck down there, no one wants to freaking help you, and that's sort of what ended up with Ken's character, okay? Like, he's there, Ken's Barbie's boyfriend, he's not his own person, Barbie didn't give him the time of day, so he revolts, finds the patriarchy, corrupts the patriarchy, brings it to Barbie land, brings in the kingdom, and that's sort of the problem. And by the end of this movie, everything is kind of resolved. Barbie stays in the human world because, I don't know, emotional and thing. And so what happens? So Ken is just Ken living his life. Barbie goes in the real world, going by Barbie because that was the creator of Barbie's like daughter's name or whatever. And that happens. And by the end of it, you know what happens? Everyone will watch it, and all the boyfriends that were like that went to go see you with their girlfriends, guess what happened? They're no longer boyfriend and girlfriend. They break up because the guy basically has the opinion of, I did not like the movie. So the woman breaks up about this, and like this is kind of funny because like you'll never hear anything. You'll never hear a guy break up with his girlfriend because she didn't like Fight Club. I mean, how do you not like a movie like Fight Club? But nonetheless, if a woman doesn't like Fight Club, you're not gonna get broken up because you don't like Fight Club, okay? But women, they were breaking up with their boyfriends because they didn't like the Barbie movie. And like no other movie, we have never seen this type of power come from a movie, let alone a movie about a plastic doll. I mean, and we can even go into the specifics where it's like, you know, the Barbie movie even goes so far as to like make fun of like the Snyderverse, Zack Snyder, who again, he's already, you know, meme on by the left because they see him as like a product of the ultra far right with all of his groupies defending him. I mean, I like Zack Snyder films. I liked Man of Steel. You know, somewhat like Batman v Superman to an extent. Wasn't the worst thing. His version was just obviously a much better product than what we got in the theatrical release, blah 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 blah. You know, they were like, basically they were criticizing basically masculinity, but still were unaware. And that's the thing. People were saying how the Barbie movie was actually did nuanced thing, but I'm like, there was no nuance in the Barbie movie.
Musical icon Shakira has criticized the Barbie movie, stating that it was emasculating for her 2 young sons.
I'm not gonna go as far as to say that like the movie kind of promotes the idea of men bad, women good. No, it just sucks, okay? Because it's like it didn't know, because the movie ran on for way too long, too many subplots like halfway through the movie, and yeah, especially with Ariana Green's character, who again sort of portrays the sort of liberal teenager, because, well, you know, I don't know, you kind of tend to become conservative. You either break away from your conservative values imposed by your parents, or you grow up and become conservative yourselves. Either or something, I don't know. And so, yeah. So are you gonna go to all the thing about how, you know, Barbie is the reason why beauty standards are the way they are, and yeah, and the movie kind of brushes it all. I mean, my friend, the stoner who smokes weed all the time, the a-hole who smokes weed all the time, he really knows in this one scene where Barbie was like, oh, I'm ugly, and then, you know, there's like a fourth wall break where it's like, this doesn't make sense because Margot Robbie is an attractive actress, and he did not like that scene because he liked to, and like people were saying, oh, but this is self-aware, but I'm like, it's not really as self-aware as you would think, because attractive people can still feel ugly. How would they feel ugly? I don't know, you know, we have our doubts, insecurities, and whatever, because, you know, at the end of the day, this movie was like 40% didn't know what it wanted to be, especially in the beginning where they were referencing Stanley Kubrick's 2001 The Space Odyssey, which, you know, Ben Shapiro criticized, and I'm like, that was also weird, because I'm like, unless you're a film buff cinephile, you're gonna appreciate that one reference, but like, if you're just the average person who like just watches the movies casually, you're not gonna appreciate the whole like meta subtext of the very beginning of the movie. So at the end of the day, was the Barbie movie a good movie? I mean, it was well made. I gotta give it that, you know. It looks like Barbie. I mean, it does have that modern sort of Hollywood, like, everything looks so clean, but that kind of works because we're talking about Barbie, a plastic doll. So the whole clean look makes sense for a film like this. Sets the time is good. I mean, yeah, it was like, just, I don't know, it's a weird movie where it's like, if you don't like the politics, you won't like the movie. Now, I'm on the boat where, like, I enjoy the movie even though I don't agree with the politics. But, Yep, it's me in the future adding on to this clip here. One thing I did not mention in this part also was how the soundtrack unironically goes so hard though. Like, I'll be listening to the album, the soundtrack of this movie, like, unironically. It just goes that hard though. Especially the Charlie XCX song, Speed Drive. Chef's kiss. At the end of the day, it is feminist propaganda, yes, but it's also not feminist propaganda because it fails to, like, kind of enunciate its own feminist propaganda because it didn't even know what patriarchy is. And again, why are you acting like the patriarchy is bad? But then, if you still believe that the patriarchy is bad, well, that's good to you, but like, to sort of like water down the idea of patriarchy. But then again, we could be just oversteering here and it's like, are we really expecting a very consound reason to the to an explanation of the patriarchy from a Barbie movie? I don't know. I'm just yapping at it. Maybe, I don't know. But like, at the end of the day, the Barbie movie, it is what it is, and it's so well. It's so well, and I don't know. So, I don't know. This is a year review of the Barbie movie, you know. Peace out.
I'm just care anywhere else I'd be. Is it my destiny?